Welcome to this edition of Word Search. We've been looking at some words in the Hebrew language concerning praise for some time now. And our new word in the Hebrew for praise today is halal. Halal. Halal is spelled in English as H-A-L-A-L, but it's pronounced as halal, like H-A-W-L-A-L, halal. That means to shine, to make a show, to boast, to be clamorously foolish in commending the Lord, or to celebrate the Lord, or to glorify the Lord. Halal is a verb, it's an action word. It's not something you just say like a noun and just relax about it, but it's always an action word. It demands that you can only explain by demonstrating it. All the above is praise to the Lord. It's more or less to act madly like a madman for the Lord. When I say to act madly like a madman, I'm not referring to anger. I'm not referring to when you are upset. I'm not referring to when you respond or you just sudden burst of anger towards something. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm using the word mad here as an adjective to describe the action of somebody who cannot contain him or herself about the great things God has done, and that individual just bursts into action to celebrate the greatness of God. So for us to see the word halal, we are going to Psalm number 56, verse number 10. Psalm 56 and verse number 10. It reads, "In God I will praise His word. In the Lord will I praise His word." So this is, I will take it again and I will insert the word halal. It's going to be, "In the Lord I will halal His word." In the Lord will I halal His word. In the same chapter, let's look up real quick at verse number 4. Psalm 56 and verse number 4. Again it reads, "In God I will halal His word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do to me." A typical example of halal is when David came dancing and leaping and bringing the ark of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom. You can find this story in 2 Samuel chapter number 6 verses 12 through 16. When David was going to sacrifice a lot of animals, especially sheep and cattle, at the move of some few steps in conveying the ark of the Lord from the house of Obed-Edom into Jerusalem, David would burst into dancing with no reservations. He would even go berserk and go naked. And naked in this case, not standing himself in the nude, but they have an undergarment tunic they wear, and they call that when you reach that point of taking your dress off, you don't have to take that off. David took everything off and left on the tunic, and that's what the Bible refers to as being naked. Then there is another example in the New Testament, in the book of Mark chapter 1 verse number 40 through 45a, of a leper that Jesus healed. And Jesus will tell this leper, I want you to keep it secret. I want you to keep it to yourself. But the man can't help it. he cannot help praising God. He would go out into towns praising and letting everybody know what Jesus, the great things Jesus had done. In John, the Gospel of John, chapter number 9, verses 1 through 37, also a man born blind. He too was in the temple, was born blind, didn't have his sight. Jesus gave him his sight. He will burst into praise to the extent that even when he was being threatened or being let go or ostracized from the Jewish assembly in the synagogue, he will still not be careful. He will still be praising God. So there are so many examples we can do when it comes to halal. Some of them is like face painting, body painting, like what we do when we're going to watch our sport game, when we are supporting our teams, our soccer teams, our football teams, our school teams. We face paint, we paint our bodies, we write all kinds of things on our hands. We have vuvuzelas, we have all kinds of things we can use to make noise or praise our team, to cheer them on. We can equally do the same when it comes to God. Or sometimes even a public float, especially when a team wins a tournament and want to demonstrate the cup they have won. The same way we can make floats, we can go around, placards, what you can think of. The way you burst into joy celebrating your team when they make a touchdown or score a goal or play a shot or you win a point. In the same way, we do the same when it comes to God. And that is called halal with no reservations. Make sure you keep halal in the Lord. God bless you.